Okay, ma, sorry. Is Ayanfe part of the situation? Did she knows about
Well, I
the
think she has
issue?
something to ask. I think maybe she has some questions to ask Barrister. Maybe because it was
Yes,
Definitely, I will
bring
bring
her
them up
up.
for
We'll bring her
questioning.
up later. We'll
I
bring
will
them
bring
up
them
later.
up for questioning when the time comes. Please. Let's just get it right. Let's get it straight back. Please. Please. All right. So we'll know how to go about the whole situation. Let's just get it straight here. All right. Let me give the floor back to Ann Asuko so Ann Asuko can continue from where the situation stops us. Ann, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Arifa, for the short introduction.
Abeg,
And
more power tap, abeg. Let's take this light to 50K, please, please.
okay, thank you, Arifa, for the short introduction. And first of all, we need to apologize to the viewers from any part of the country for the short disruption. But by the grace of God, we believe and we have trust in God that we are going to have the section successfully, and we'll arrive at a celestial point. Once again, we tender our apology for the short disruption. So before we go on, and we continue from where we stop. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you for that. Right, Sir Dumosu, so let's continue with the question, but we're going to just focus on the money bits, and then we'll move to another section. So we'll stay on the money for now, and then we'll move to another section. Okay, so talking about, let me just go back to that 5 million, yeah? Because I think that was the question that was ongoing before anything. That 5 million note, can you explain again, just as Comrade Musi asked, how that thing came about? Then my second question after that would be, is that the procedure, everything, I don't know if you have a copy of it, if you have it in your possession, so you can just, take your time and do justice on it. Because that's the one that the blogger by Buki Jesse posted. So if you can do justice to that first.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, you see, during the process of seeking for justice for mohbad, a lot of ideas came up. And one of the ideas is to get the data forensic of some items. I don't want to mention some things. So, and we were to use court order to get that. And how do we use court order to get that? If we use private persons to access those data forensic, the issue of admissibility in court will become a problem for us, because the court will question, how did you get this document? So if you don't get it from proper custody, it might be a problem during the case. So we decided, okay, let us get to court. Let's get court order. Once we get court order, we serve the court order on the company, and the company will release those things for us. We could have used the police, but the police are not cooperating, because they will just they have a form they have to fill, and they will take it to the magistrate. The magistrate will sign it, and they will go to that company and get what they wanted. But we couldn't do that. So we said, okay, let's go to court. And in that process, they said, okay, give us an idea of the bill. So we did a fee note. And that fee note is just for them to see that this is what it's going to cost. As usual of them, we know they will definitely say, oh, let us pay this, let us pay that. And we gave it to them.
Sorry
So,
to
but
pause you.
eventually,
Sorry,
we
sir,
were
just to
unable to
pause you there.
do anything on it.
Sorry, sir,
We
just to pause you
couldn't.
there. Excuse me, sir. Sorry, just to pause
Sorry.
you there. When you're talking about the fee note, can you give a breakdown as to what that 5 million comprised of?
Okay, sorry, let me just check
Okay, thank you.
the note. Okay. Now, it contains research and filing, car fueling and appearance fee, then professional fee.
Okay.
So,
So can you
and
give me a
all,
breakdown of is that just you just put it as a lump sum, or you just is there a breakdown of the 5 million as to
no, it
what
was broken
amount?
down like research
Okay.
and filing, they put 500.
Okay.
Yeah. Car fueling and appearance fee, they put 1.5. Then
Okay.
professional fee, they put 3 million, all
Okay.
totaling 5 million.
Okay.
So it was a fee note, and I saw somebody was asking why was it signed. You can't give somebody a document and you won't sign it. So it is meant for discussion. It is not the invoice or receipt. So at the end of the day, we couldn't go ahead because they said there was either there was no money or they were not ready to go ahead with it. So, and we stepped back. So I was surprised when Bukky Jesse now put this one on Facebook and started telling the people, the whole public, that this was the money Odumusu collected. There was no truth in that. It was a lie from the pit of hell. We were never paid this. And if she insists, let her show evidence that this money was paid into our account. Nothing like that.
Okay, sir. Second question, why you're going, because we're just trying to exhaust the money question. Was this sum of 5 million was open to negotiations? Is that the norm for you with Mr. Joseph Aloba and his family when you do this fee notes? Is that the norm to negotiate?
Yes, that is the way we have been going on with them. Ordinarily, one shouldn't do that, but because of the peculiar nature of the case, once we come to them, then I remember that during the period, the initial problem Bukky Jesse caused, the man called me and we had a discussion. And the man was crying, saying that, you see, he who pays the piper dictates the tune. I'm quoting him. He who pays the piper dictates the tune. That it is because he does not have money. That is why this is happening to him. And, I've already told some people that, look, I'm getting out of this. I can't allow just anybody to be talking to me anyhow. Somebody who does not know the pedigree I have. Somebody who has not taken her time to research me, to know the kind of person I am. So I said, look, I can't allow this lady to be, this Bukky Jesse of a person to be insulting me the way she has been doing. But, people came, they started begging and saying, like, okay. The man was crying on that day, that evening. And I said, okay, don't worry. And I called somebody in America. I think it was Mommy One with God, that this is what happened. And Mommy One with God said, oh, please, don't go. Just wait. And I said, okay. Just like the way other people called me, I acceded to their plea and I decided to go on. So I'm surprised that despite the fact that efforts were made to be transparent in what we have been doing, Bukky Jesse has never deemed it fit once to call me and ask, this is what I have seen or have heard. Can you please explain? And I will tell her. She never called me. She has my number. She used to call me in the past. So it's just that she has this kind of hatred towards me, and I don't bother myself about it. That is her own headache.
Okay. Okay, that's fine, sir. Thanks for explaining that. So, as you've made mention, the 5 million fee note was open for discussion. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be for the phone forensic, and that task had not been carried out. So, it was just a fee note as per the norm, correct? Just
Yeah.
repeating your words. Okay, right. Now, there is this, while the blogger Bukky Jesse was talking, she said that she had receipts. There was a lady that was called in, I don't know who she was, an American, was called in, and she was saying she had receipts that, you've been collecting money and up to the tone that so far, what she's counting, I know you had mentioned that, but I just want to touch on it again, to the tone of 15 million. Right. And you just, while you were talking earlier, you gave a summary of that the total money that has come for you got your firm, professional fees and all whatnot is about 4.8. Am I correct? 4.8.
Yeah.
And then the 2.8. The 2.8 was for the DNA. The 4.8 was for the postmortem stuff that was carried out. And all of this is a is under the civil case that you're handling. Right.
Yeah. That's
So now,
correct.
Yeah. So now this 15 million, I know she's talking is alleged. Allegedly, that's what it is. You answered it, but I'm going to ask you again, and there's going to be another linking question to that. Can you tell me about this 15 million alleged funds that she claims she has in her as per fee notes? I think they're all fee notes. Can you explain that first?
Well, as I've said earlier, there was no 15 million naira paid to our law firm.
So like an aggregate, like, summed up. I think that's what she's trying to say.
Yes, we never give them any fee note, invoice, pro forma, or whatever receipt for 15 million naira. If they said we did that, then they should come out with their evidence.
Okay, but was there fee notes that were totaling up to that amount at any point in time?
There is none. There is none.
Okay,
There is none.
right, thank you. Now, the second question I have to ask you now, the funding, and I'm going to a very sensitive topic. Please, hosts and moderators, please control the comment section. Thank you. I'm going to a very sensitive topic now. Let's talk about the toxicology that was carried out. Were you involved in the payments for this toxicology? So the autopsy, let's say the postmortem, okay? General term, which consists of autopsy and toxicology. Were you involved in the payment process to the pathologist or to the lab where this process was carried out? Were you at any point in time in the funding of it? How the money was paid to them in any way? Were you involved with that?
Thank you, Anne. Well, what happened was that after we got the judgment for the re-examination of autopsy and toxicology, they said I should go ahead and get an expert, a pathologist that can do the work. So we started scouting for not just a pathologist.
Thank you, sir. Sorry for the interjection. Please, at the comment section, don't forget the rules and the regulations. I think I've spoken with the moderators. Don't block and don't mute anybody. There is no time to insult anybody. I'm not going to allow that. Don't insult anybody at the comment section. Don't bully anybody at the comment section. You're free to say your mind. Odumosu must go. Odumosu goes nowhere. Odumosu must stay. That is your opinion. You're free to comment that. Please, don't insult anybody. Don't use any word of insult on anybody. Please. Sorry for the interjection. Continue, sir.
So they said I should assist in scouting for that. All of us were doing it. So we got in touch with almost about 5 pathologists, and only one of them was a forensic pathologist. So we settled for that. We had the negotiation. We wrote letter to him so that we can have something to hand on. Then, after the pathologist, for the forensic pathologist told us that, okay, this is how much I will collect if I have to do this, that he has gone round and he has seen that some people or the other pathologists didn't want to take over the case because they know that it is somehow to them. So we've already, the 5 pathologists we contacted earlier, when they said, okay, we'll get back to you, after their investigation or their inquiries, they will come back to tell us that, àwọn alágbára no wà ní ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, mi ò fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ sí. But this gentleman said, well, on one condition, I will take this matter. And what is the condition? My name must not be mentioned anywhere. So you have to keep this confidential for me. I said, there's no problem. That keeping confidentiality is our own jurisdiction, so don't worry. And we started. So when he gave us his fee note, we sent it to the family. And the representative of the family requested a meeting with him. And we had a 2-way call with the forensic pathologist. And the amount of money that was requested, he scaled it down. That, no, we can't afford to pay this. There's no money. So we can only afford to pay this. And the man graciously said, okay, no problem. But there are a lot of things I have to do. that will involve money in the case. So, and the man set out to do his work, and he did it sometimes into the night, in the evening. So that was how that was. The money that was paid was not paid to our law office. It was paid to the man directly to his account. So anybody now saying that the money was paid to us is a big liar.
Okay. So are you?
Anne, can he tell us how much? Anne, can he tell us how much?
I'm gonna ask the
Please.
question.
Well, one of the conditions the man set for us is that he doesn't want his name or whatever was contained in his letter to be banded. But I can assure you that the day he comes to court to give that out, all this will be revealed. Because I've seen
We want to
some.
know the amount paid. We
don't
don't want to
need
know
his
his name,
name. We
sir.
only
We
want the
just need the
amount, not
amount.
his name.
Okay.
We don't want
I
to
We
know
have
his
nothing
name.
with his
How much
name.
was
the money
paid?
that is being mentioned, I think it was paid to him. It was paid to him.
The
The
30
amount they say
million?
they paid to me was actually paid to the pathologist, not to
You
me.
mean the 30 million?
No,
No, not 30 million,
hold on, the
15.
15
The
million.
15 million.
Okay. Okay, continue, sir.
So, and that was it. It wasn't paid to me. It was paid directly. Even as at the time we
I'm sorry,
paid
sir.
it.
Sorry, sir. Once again, I'm sorry, sir. You just said 15 million, the amount being paid to the pathologist. Sorry, sir. For clarification, are you saying the money being paid for the autopsy is 15 million? Am I right, sir?
Did somehow.
Can you hear me, sir?
We can hear you, Arifa.
Yeah, I can hear
think
you
he
now.
can hear you
Okay.
too.
You mean the money is 15 million, not 30 million?
I can hear you. Sorry.
I said, do you mean the money is 15 million? It is not 30 million.
I think he's busy. That's why he's.
Okay. Anna Suko, I think you hear it clearer than I do. And I think it's Adufe and your fair that just interjecting now. Am I right?
Yes, it was an offer.
Okay. I think it just said the money is 15 million, not 30 million, right?
Yes, that is what I want to
15
clear
million.
there. That is
Yeah.
why I asked him that question.
Yeah, it's 15, but
And
he
he
will
said it's
clarify it
15,
again.
15 million, not 30 million that we were told.
Yeah, it's 15 million.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
You
As I was
understand
saying,
now?
the money is in that region. I can't, get the exact number now.
Okay, so you're
But
not.
it's in that
Okay.
region, and it was not paid to us.
All right. Okay.
Okay, but it is that in the range of that 15 million, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so very much. I think I've gotten 2 good points to myself, and I want everybody to take note of that. The news being casting around, what we were told right from beginning was a sum of 5 million naira being paid to barrister Odumosun. You understand who, and we heard now when he said the money is 2.8, not 5 million naira. That is one. Another thing, we were told 30 million naira for the autopsy. Now we found out it is 15 million, not 30 million. Please, let's just take note of that. You can
Arifa,
go
my
on, sir.
brother. Arifa, let's recast what you just said. Not we were told. Buki Jesse said. Please, my brother, not we were told. Somebody passed out that information, indicting Barrister Odumosu. The person has a name. Buki Jesse said. Ejo. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so very much, Crunchy Queen. Let me repeat myself then while we're waiting for Barrister Odumosun to come back. Buki Jesse comes out to tell the whole world that a sum of 30 million naira being paid for the autopsy. Now, we just find out from an insider. And another thing I just want you to all take note is this. Don't let's be biased. We need to be straightforward here tonight. I don't know, maybe tomorrow you may choose to be biased, but tonight, please don't be biased. Earlier on today on Brother Latif's platform, I could notice that Bukky Jesse tried as much as possible not to mention a specific price being paid for anything apart from money being given to Odumosun. You understand? Bukky Jesse tried as much as possible not to mention any amount of money except the money being paid to Barrister Odumosun. She said, and I quote, "I don't really remember the amount, but we pay." How can you pay and you don't remember the amount? That is one. Secondly, previously in all her videos, she has been trying as much as possible to tell the whole world nothing about the amount being paid. Barrister Odumosun, we are waiting. Please send in back your request. You understand? So I just want you people to take note of that. You understand? While she was on phone with Brother Latif today, my aim is I listen so very carefully so that I will hear the exact amount being paid for the autopsy and toxicology and the amount being paid to Barrister to the SAN Sanshitu. You understand? Those two things are highly important. Remember, Bukky Jesse said immediately they made the payment of the autopsy. No, sorry, pardon me. Immediately they make the payment of Barrister Shitu. The remaining money in the GoFundMe, all of them were collected by Barrister Odumosun, which means no more money in the GoFundMe. Shishi,
Was not
$1
left.
no dey that GoFundMe.
Yes, you are right.
$1 no dey that GoFundMe. You understand? So let's just prepare our questions. Let's prepare our minds. As Barrister Odumosun asks questions to answers, just like Mr. Muiwa have a lot of questions to answer. Likewise, Bukky Jesse.
Arifa, let me quickly interject. Mr. Muyiwa said that in that GoFundMe, he said that there is still 8 million naira left in that GoFundMe. That was what he said.
$8,000.
He said,
$8,000.
yeah, he said 8. Ayonfe, how do you mean?
Okay,
Stop calling me name, Ayonfe, please.
$8,000, right?
Continue what you are saying.
Okay.
Please stop that name calling. Please, I don't like it.
Mr. Muiwa,
What is Olodo?
Mr. Muiwa said there is $8,000 in the GoFundMe. Comfy, Madam Comfy, sorry, you have to come back. We are not fighting here. Don't attack anybody, please. $8,000 remaining in the GoFundMe, right? Please, for proper confirmation, anybody that has the link of the GoFundMe should please go into the GoFundMe right now. I witnessed everything that happened on Brother Latif's platform. Mr. Muiwa never answered any questions straight without any form of, rambling, dribbling, and all that. So please, let's go straight to the point. Barrister Odumosun, you're welcome.
Are they flagging again? Are they flagging?
Please, let's tap, please, because I don't know what's happened.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Hello, Arifa, can you hear me? Anne, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, we can hear you.
Also, the GoFundMe balance is 26,288 as of now. That's the figure on the dashboard.
Okay. Is that a shell
Yes.
figure?
That's the
Just that.
figure on the dashboard. So we don't know
Thank
the
you very
actual
much.
figure on the
Thank you,
dashboard.
Country Queen. Thank you so very much. Do you know the reason why I requested for that specific amount on the GoFundMe presently now is because nobody can tell me this is the starting amount in the GoFundMe.
Exactly. You're right.
According to
Exactly.
my findings.
Yeah. Because that is the figure on the
When
dashboard. We don't know the actual.
when a target being set, until you meet the target, the figure will not reduce. That is 26,000 plus in dollars. Even if you remove everything and it's now $0, it will not, $0, I mean, it will not reduce until you meet the target of that $50,000, which has been set right from the beginning. So Mr. Muiwa telling us that $8,000 remaining in the GoFundMe. How did he get to know that? All these things demand proper explanations. How did he get to know that? That is not where I'm going right now. I will still get there. But let's give the floor back to Barrister Odumosun. You are free to carry on, sir.
Yes, I'm expecting your questions. I'm done.
Okay, let me continue the questions, Arifa. Well, Arifa, can I quickly ask? Maybe you can just ask. Does anybody have any more questions? But please, no financial, just questions on finances now, because we broke it in subsections. No questions that is not aimed at him. No more questions on the toxicology or postmortem. I just wanted to clarify that the 50 million had nothing to do with him. So please, no more questions of that. But any questions on the platform, Madam Conch Queen, Comrade Mose, any of you, questions on finances, please ask them before we move to the next question. We've got 10 minutes for that. Thank you.
All right. Before I give the floor to anybody, let me put this to Barrister Odumosun. Maybe he has one or two things to say concerning that. Sir, according to Bukky Jesse, she said, and I quote, that whenever you wanted to do any write-up, maybe a press release or any kind of write-up you want to do, you've never demanded lesser than £1,000. There are sometimes, according to her, sometimes you charge £4,000, sometimes you charge £3,000, sometimes you ask for £2,000, and not less than £1,000 has been demanded by you whenever you want to do any write-up, either a press release, newspaper, or whatsoever. How true is that, sir? And what can you say concerning that?
Thank you, Arifa. In the first place, I'm not a journalist. I'm not a pressman, and I don't work for a newspaper. When my law office writes press release, we give it out, and we ask Mr. Muiwa to liaise with them. So that has always been the way. So how could I have charged for what I don't do, for what I didn't produce? I'm not the publisher. So where she has gotten that information, Bukky Jesse should tell us. I've never collected any money on press release from them. The press releases we put out are free of charge because it is to advertise the work that we have done for people to know.
All right, sir. Just like I said, that tonight will be fair enough. We are not going to be a friend or enemy to anybody. Bukky Jesse has our own fans, and I'm very, very sure most of them are here, die-hard fan of Bukky Jesse. They are here, and they will not be happy that Arifa should sit here and be lying against Bukky Jesse, because Bukky is one of their, whatever Bukky says is the final. And Yoruba will say, ẹni táyé bá ń fẹ́ kò lárùn kankan lára. So, what I will like to do, if I will be permitted, is I would like to play that particular show for you, sir, in few minutes. So you listen to what she said concerning that particular aspect that I just talked about, sir. What is your take? Barrister, what is your take, sir?
You said you are going to play something. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you so very much for that. I'm trying to connect to the MP3 so that the thing will be louder for people to hear it clearly. So it won't be from phone to phone, please, in just a minute.
And your care can also help you. I know she has some voice notes from Bookie Jesse's live stream. So on your care, you can also help Arifa if you want. Thanks.
No, I don't have anything here. My second phone is not with me.
Okay.
If he's taking time, can somebody else ask question on finances? Anybody? When Crunch Queen, Comrade Mose, Madam Comfy,
I don't. Okay.
I have a question.
Can I go?
I have a question.
It's ready.
I'm here on behalf of the public.
Please, let everybody mute for now. It's ready.
lọ síbẹ̀ ṣé ń gbọ́ mi wọ́n dẹ̀ ní bá ti ṣe àtọ́lé ló ń jẹ́ ṣòwò bàtà àtọ́lé ẹ̀sìn kan ni wọ́n ní tó bá ti ṣe ẹni ìtàn wọ́n náà wá sọ pé kó máa lọ okay that's fine mo bá rí pé ó ṣe DNA tán ó yìn bá wọn lọ sí quest ẹ jẹ́ kí jẹ́ kó yẹ ilé ni o gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ sí quest gbogbo inquest tó ń lọ pàdé yẹn gbogbo lẹ́tà tó ń kọ lójoojúmọ́ yẹn ó ń gba owó lọ́wọ́ wọn o lẹ́yìn tá a ti sanwó fún Wahab lójoojúmọ́ o ọkọ lẹ́tà ń gbà mí ó lè charge £2,000 ó lè charge £1,000 owó gbogbo iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe everyday the fact pé a ti sanwó owó ńlá ṣe ń gbọ́ mi wọ́n ní tó bá ti ṣe DNA tán ó máa lọ ipe torí Wahab ò fẹ́ gba DNA lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ sorry wọ́n ní tó ti ṣe DNA yẹn lọ ipe wọn fẹ́ olókè ìgbà tó lè tún sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo tún bọ́ tàǹjọ yẹn mo ṣàlàyé fún gbogbo yín ṣé gbogbo yín rántí pé mo ṣàlàyé fún gbogbo yín ṣe ń gbọ́ lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé níbi tí mo ti ń fura ẹni tó sọ fún mi pé wọ́n rí òun àti PS pọ̀ ẹni yóò parọ́ ṣùgbọ́n bọ̀dá mú ìwà pè mí wọ́n ní pàtí lọ ti pàdé pé kò ń ṣe pé ó lọ sílé PS meanwhile PS sẹ́ni fọ́tò síyàn kan pé ó wá bí àwọn nílé ni pé mo tún bọ́ta ipe wẹ̀ ọ́ fẹ́ fi dá wàhálà lẹ́yìn now mo ṣáà ti ń dákẹ́ ọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ DNA látijọ́ yìí àgbọ̀n kankan pa DNA mọ́ àgbọ̀n kankan mi ní kọ́tì ẹ̀ sọ kankan fún mi ṣùgbọ́n public àti kò ṣe gbogbo nǹkan náà ní public máa mọ̀ mo kàn máa sọ pé àkàn lè dákẹ́ tá bá dákẹ́ people will lose interest ìgbà nǹkan tẹ́mi wá ń sọ fún yín nǹkan tẹ́mi information tẹ́mi ń gbọ́ fún yín o mo máa sọ fún gbogbo àwọn tó ń jowú pé èmi ò ń pè wọ́n láti béèrè pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ any fact tí bá mú wá fún yín èmi ń gbọ́ àwọn tó trust èmi ló ń fún mi ní evidence yẹn ló ń sọ nǹkan fẹ́ mi ṣe àrí inquest ọlọ́run ló ní kí n bá woman yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn bí ìbá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ directly o ẹ má kọ́.
Sir, let me pause. That particular aspect, I might ask you question, but I don't think I need to question you concerning this.
Arifa, please let me drop for chairman. Let me drop for chairman, so I will come back. I have a lot of questions to ask, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Like I said,
she mentioned, Bookie Jesse mentioned 3 things. Let me you don't need to ask questions. Let me just answer direct. She mentioned 3 things. She mentioned money, that we are collecting money. And I think I've clarified that we never collected any money for press releases. It was our agreement that when my lawyers go to court, they will give them 150,000 for appearance fee, which they have been paying. Somebody asked at the comment section that how much did that amount to? The person should calculate the days that we have been going to Corona Court and add it together and get the answer. Then she talked about the DNA. Well, you know that the issue of the DNA, first of all, let me start from the fact that Bookie mentioned that I was the one who told the court that we should go and do reconciliation. She is a big liar for saying that. Sometimes I question, well, don't let me say that. But let me say that I am not the one who said so. It was the magistrate herself who said, look, this is a family matter. Go and see if you can get the matter resolved amicably, and gave them a date. And they left the court and they went for a meeting later. But at the meeting, there was no agreement. So we went back to court and we argued the papers that we have filed. And it was upon that the court now gave judgment. So how could she now say that I'm the one who organized or who asked them to go and have a reconciliation? I didn't have the power. So that is that. Then she mentioned the friendship with peers. Well, I don't know when it has become an issue that you are handling a matter and you cannot have friends outside. So if I'm handling a matter for the Alobas, I should not have friends. I should fight my friends. Even though Pierce is not my friend, I met him through Mr. Gurexi, who introduced him to me. And since then, Pierce has been supporting the movement financially. And when he was paying money, paying for instance, the
embalmment
matter for embalmment, the embalmment issue that what is his name again? Darosha. The petition that he was the one who sponsored the petition. And it was when the man stopped giving money for transportation that the matter could not go on again. So she didn't come out to come and give money for the thing to progress. Anyway, that is that. She's not the one that will tell me who and who should be my friend. I'm the one that will know that my friendship should not go into my professional aspect of life.
Okay,
I have to separate my professionalism and my personal life.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, please, because of time, let's get to Chairman and everybody on the platform. We're dealing with financial questions. Please ask him.
Please, can I ask my question? Yeah, the 150,000 naira that Mr. Odumosu said, is being paid to his lawyers. I think 2 lawyers. So that 150, does it mean that the 150 is added to the money he claimed, was paid into his account?
I can't get your question.
All right. 150. So you said the total amount that has been paid into your account amounts to 4.8. So was the 150,000 naira that was paid to your 2 lawyers, was it included into the, included in the 4.8?
It can't be included because the 4.8 is not for the coroner's inquest.
Hold on, sir. Somebody's whatever is echoing. Can we fix that so that we hear ourselves? Can you check? I don't know where the echo is coming from. Okay, go ahead, sir. Let me mute.
So what I'm saying is that the 4.8 couldn't have included the 150 because the 150 is just for the coroner inquest, and it's not. We don't count that as part of professional fee.
Okay, sorry. The second question is because you said that you are on pro bono. So why are you charging for professional fee?
Maybe you weren't around when I explained earlier that pro bono does not mean one must not collect money for appearance fee from your client. It's just that you don't want to collect professional fee from the person. You understand? And that is for coroner's inquest, and it stops there. It doesn't, leave that stage. So when you're now talking about the DNA, they paid for that. I hope you understand that now.
Madam Comfy, is that clear? Is the question answered? Yes? Madam Comfy, is that answered? Okay, I think she's busy.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead.
Chairman, up to you. Next, your question.
Can I come in?
Thank you. Let Chairman.
Sorry, everybody. Please wait. Sorry. Madam Comfy. the answer being given to you, are you satisfied with the answer?
I'm not that satisfied, but you can go on.
I don't want anything but. You understand?
Yes, sorry.
If you are not satisfied with the answer, please come out. The reason is this. The reason is this, Comrade Moses. The reason is the name of this barrister is at stake. Barrister Odumosun. That name is at stake. You understand? Now, if anybody wants to ask a question and you've asked a question that has to do with this situation, you have to be satisfied with the answer. If it is answer that he is willing to give, unless he said, no, I don't have anything to say concerning that. In as much as prepared to answer the question, please, if you're not satisfied, you should feel free to talk. Sir, sorry, the answer, I didn't get you, sir. Then he can put it in a way that you will understand better.
Yes, Arifa, like you just said.
Okay, because
it will be very good for you to raise your objection. Then we can sort it out here so that there won't be a out of door discussion after this section. Thank you.
okay, what I'm not cleared with is because questions were asked from Mr. Muyiwa, because I asked him, I said the figures in the invoice, that what is it for? And in the invoice we saw so many, we saw like 4